World. That's why the A's and the Angels always fight tooth and claw.
Both benches have emptied, and we have a brawl.
Towering drive to beat the A's.
The A's win. The Big Hurt.
The big home score is Jason Taylor.
Grand slam to win it.
Tonight, the A's have a chance to prove their bite is as bad as their bark. Will Trevor Cahill prove to be an A's fan's best friend? The A's take on the Angels next. Friday Night Baseball from the Coliseum. It's game 2 of this 4-game series, and it's also a night where you can bring your dog to the ballpark. What a great idea. Stags is in town. He's got his dog, and he's ready to go. Each and every year, Dave Stagnaro brings his dog to the ballpark. Angels and Athletics, game 2 of the 4-game series. It's coming up. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Game 2 of this 4-game series. Last night, it was a 6-2 Angels win. And, Ray, what we saw from the Angels last night really tells you how good they are offensively. A very balanced lineup, starting with the top, right through the middle, and down at the bottom.
Well, no Guerrero or Hunter, they're power hitters, but they still can play small ball. They have some pop in the lineup as well. But Chone Figgins always seems to be right in the middle of things. 4-run inning for the Angels, a 2-run double by Chone Figgins. He makes contacts. Of course, he tried to bunt, and they did about everything last night without that power. But then Kenry Morales, first home run hitting from the right side. He crushed a 3-1 fastball from Dallas Braden straight away center field. So 16 home runs for the first baseman, first from the right side. But they can mix and match. They can do whatever they have to, and we saw it firsthand last night.
For Matt Holliday, a good night. He had a home run, had a couple of RBIs last night, and the A's scored late again, but came up short. But good swings from Holliday.
Well, Matt Holliday maybe forgot how to shake hands with Mike Gallego at third base, but he got to do it here as he crushed a slider, an 82-mile-an-hour slider from Ervin Santana, the first run he would give up to the A's last night. That made it 6-1. Then the A's had a chance, bases loaded. Holliday, though, just got a little bit towards the end of the bat off Fuentes, kept the ball in the ballpark, a sac fly. But at least he's swinging the bat. He's getting some elevation on some balls. And with the weather warming up, hopefully we're going to see some more home runs.
And an interesting pitching matchup tonight. Two guys who are really struggling as of late. Trevor Cahill will take them out for the Athletics, and he will be opposed by a guy who was an all-star last year, Joe Saunders. It'll be Cahill and the A's, Saunders and the Angels. Coming up next. than anyone, period. The Game Time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free. The boardwalk is open daily. It's a beautiful mid-July night at the Coliseum. 77 degrees under clear blue sky. So nice night for a ball game as Trevor Cahill and the Athletics have taken the field. Dog night at the ballpark. So we'll have some fun tonight with that. Dogs and their owners get to walk around the ballpark, around the warning track before the game. So we'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on. Angels lineup for tonight is brought to you by McDonald's. Sean Figgins will lead off and play third base. Mycerius Torres is the second baseman. Bobby Abreu in right. Juan Rivera in left. Kendry Morales at first. Mike Napoli is the designated hitter. Gary Matthews Jr. in center. Jeff Mathis will catch tonight. And Eric Ibar is the shortstop. Defensively, the A's have Holiday in left, Hairston in center, Davis in right, Kennedy, Cabrera, Ellis, Crosby around the infield. Kurt Suzuki is the catcher, and Trevor Cahill looking for win number 6. He's on the mound.
Last started against the Boston Red Sox on the 8th of July, so he's had some time. He's made 18 starts in his rookie season, 5-8, 98 and a third innings. He leads the rookies in starts, so Trevor Cahill, who's given up 18 home runs, he's given up 7, make it 8 in his last 4 starts, 4 in 1 game. Keep the ball down. And Adam Kennedy, I said, what about your former teammates butting on you? He says, I'm going to play 10 feet from him tonight. And sure enough, he is up way in front of the bag on the grass.
Strike 2 on the inside corner. Figgins, 312 with a homer and 30 RBIs.
Tony Randazzo, that inside 2-seamer, bringing it back over the inside part of the plate, and kind of an indication Randazzo likes the low strike. Good for a sinker ball pitcher.
And there is that sinker that runs outside to Figgins. There's Tony Randazzo. Chris Guccione is at first. Mike Malinsky is at second, and Jerry Lane is at third. So there's your umpires for tonight. 1-2 to Figgins, and he lays off that one.
I think Sean Figgins said to Tony Randazzo, I was saved twice last night. You called me out? Probably not.
Probably not.
If you did, he laughed. Just joking.
No big
replay.
No biggie. Figgins hits one well to center, but Hairston goes back. Turns around, squares up. He's got it. 1 out.
Always say it, but it's always correct in that when you can get a speedster to hit the ball in the air, you take that anytime. And there's 3 guys. Ibar is hitting 9th, and then Figgins and his Torres, so 9-1-2 in this order for the Angels. Speed to set it up for the middle part of the batting order.
Here's Mycerius Torres. Did not play last night. Howie Kendrick was the second baseman. Kendrick went 0 for 4. Angels have 2 good young middle infielders in his Torres and Ibar, and they both can play a couple different positions and very valuable for Mike Scioscia. Shallow center, Cabrera and Ellis, and it's going to be Mark Ellis, the second baseman, who has it. 2 out.
That's a good point about Torres and Ibar you mentioned. A couple young A's fans watching the game tonight, enjoying some food at the ballpark. But you know, when Orlando Cabrera was a free agent, ended up going to Chicago, or they actually made a trade, traded him. But one of the things Mike Scioscia said is, we're okay at shortstop, and sure enough, John Garland in the trade from the White Sox, who went on to the Diamondbacks, but they definitely had some shortstops, and that's proven to be that true.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Ibar. As much as we've seen him, looks like a very good defensive shortstop and has had some big hits for the Angels. 0-1 to Bobby Abreu, the third place hitter for the Angels. Angels last night 6 runs on 13 hits, and a couple of doubles and the home run. Dallas Braden took the loss. That one lined to left. Holiday playing in. He's got it. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down inning for Trevor Cahill. A's come to bat in the bottom of the first. No score. by McDonald's. And here it is. Kennedy, Cabrera, Hairston, Holiday, Garcia, Parra, Suzuki, Davis, Ellis, and Crosby. Defensively for the Angels, Rivera, Matthews Jr., and Abreu in the outfield. Figgins, Ibar, Izturis, Morales around the infield. Jeff Mathis is the catcher tonight. And it'll be the lefty Joe Saunders on the mound.
Well, Saunders making his 19th start. He's 2-0 in 2 starts against the Athletics. Camp, you were right on and talking about his struggles, especially giving up runs.
Lately.
Wow.
Big time.
19 these last 3 games.
Yep.
5 against the Yankees, although the Angels swept the series against New York.
Giving up those runs in 14 innings. That covers his last 3 starts for Joe Saunders. A loss and a couple of no decisions. So both he and Cahill trying to right the ship a little bit. Bounced over the mound. Ibar, a nice play to get Kennedy 1 out.
Well, as we saw last night, Ibar has a very quick release and a strong arm, and it gets Adam Kennedy by plenty on the slow hit ball. Once he got over Saunders' head, thought maybe it's going to be an infield hit. Ibar is pretty good. He is showing it defensively.
There's 5 errors so far this year. 1 out for Cabrera. So Joe Saunders looking for his 9th win of the year. He beat the A's opening night. It was April 6th, and he also beat the A's here on May 4th. Pitched pretty well in both those games. Opening night, he 6 2/3 innings of shutout baseball. That's the game the Angels won 3-0. Line drive to right. Abreu coming in, and he slides, and he cannot come up with it. And is short hopped it, so it's a base hit for Cabrera. Abreu in the sun out there in right field. So that's not an easy play.
Abreu almost slid that into at least a triple. But the sun, very tough sun, and that might have at least given him a slow start. The ball definitely bounced. He came up with it, saying, yeah, I got it. Yeah, you did on the first hop. And fortunately for him, the ball went into his glove, because had he missed it, at least a triple for Cabrera. Cabrera would have been hoping to have Rajai Davis' legs. Made it inside the park.
Cabrera takes off. He got a good jump. The throw to second base, not nearly in time. So a stolen base for Cabrera, and he said, I'm not going to wait around. I'm going on the first pitch.
He's going to try to score a run.
Orlando run? An OC run.
That's right. Boy, he had a huge jump, and good idea by Scott Harrison to take the pitch. Pretty good pitch thrown by Saunders, but when you're a right-handed hitter, you see the runner get that kind of a jump, you take it no matter what, unless it's 2 strikes, of course.
8th stolen base for Cabrera. Hairston checks his swing, and he went around. So it's 0-2 to Scott Hairston. Hairston last night was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. I'm Guerin in the A's 37-50 on the year, so game number 88 tonight. A's are 19-22 now at home. And this is the 7th matchup of the year between the A's and the Angels. Angels have won 4 of the first 6.
I'm feeling those dogs bought a suite tonight. Tell their owner, come on, I'll treat.
Yeah, come on. Another nice block by Jeff Mathis. Firestone leaderboard tonight. Team stolen bases since 2000. Rays are first, the Angels second, the A's are last. So that's covering the last 9 years. A's and Giants at the bottom. strike 3 called with a breaking pitch on the outside corner.
Well, they had one breaking ball, check swing down and in, then Saunders goes back door with the curveball. See the hitch, the start by Harrison, could not pull the trigger right there. And according to that shot, maybe just barely got the corner.
Here's Matt Holliday. I'm talking about those stolen bases. I think last year the A's 88 stolen bases. This year that was number 55, so they're on pace for that, maybe a little above that. 2007 the A's had just 52 steals as a team, so they have improved over the last couple years. Played the Angels enough to know how they operate. Led the league in steals in 04, 05, and 06. They had good base stealers and they let them go. Kennedy had a few steals with the Angels. We've seen him run the bases. He's a terrific base runner. 3-0 now to Matt Holliday.
Kennedy, the only lefty in the lineup for the Athletics tonight. Bob Guerin has sat, given the night off to all the lefties with the exception of Kennedy.
That's right. No Sweeney, no Cuss, no Giambi in the lineup. And we saw Matt Holliday swing 3-0 against the Rays out in St. Petersburg. We'll see if he does it here against Joe Saunders.
He's swung 3-0 twice this year. I can remember just recently.
Here is the 3-0, and it's down and away, ball 4. So the walk to Holliday. 2 on, 2 out for Nomar Garciaparra. We talked about it during A's pregame live. Hopefully the A's get something going early in this game and maybe even be a little bit more aggressive early, and we have seen that with Cabrera stealing the base. See if the A's can take advantage. Garciaparra, the designated hitter tonight, hitting .250 on the year with a couple of home runs.
I got John Lester, the lefty, the Boston Red Sox. Put the ball down the left field corner for a home run. Joe Saunders has the breaking balls coming into the right-handers tonight.
Another good block by Jeff Mathis.
Well, when your manager is a catcher and a very good one, you work on your catching skills. That's what Mike Napoli does. He's DH tonight. Look at the numbers for Joe Saunders by the starts per month. June, elevated ERA.
The ball rolls past Mathis this time, and both runners will move up. And I don't know that that ball was in the dirt. I don't think it was.
It's a pass ball, and good call because he just missed it. Turned the glove incorrectly. All he had to do is just turn his mitt towards the pitcher, and he caught it. Kind of backhand the ball, and after blocking 4 balls in the dirt to keep the runners, at least Cabrera and now Holliday, then he gets the ball get by him.
Outside corner with a fastball for a strike to Garciaparra. Kurt Suzuki is in the on-deck circle, hoping to hit here in the first. Nomar tries to check. He cannot do it as Tony Randazzo, the home plate umpire, makes the call. 2-2. No question that he did indeed go around. Cabrera is the runner at third, Holliday at second. Curveball, swing and a miss. A couple of strikeouts for Joe Saunders in the first, and the A's strand a pair. No score after 1. At Kaiser Permanente, we want you to live well, be well, and thrive. Beautiful night. Dog day at the ballpark. Sections out and way out in deep left center field and right center field is where the fans can bring their dogs tonight.
500, we're told.
Yeah.
Is the cutoff.
It looked like more before the game when they were walking around the warning track. Juan Rivera on the first pitch pops it up.
Trevor Cahill, a sinker ball pitcher, 4 fly ball outs the first 4 batters he's faced.
Batting in the 5th position.
Which is not bad, as long as it's not the power guys.
Kendry Morales.
Well, here's the power guy, Kendry Morales. Found that out last night. Home run number 16. A long one to center field for Morales. Morales on the year, 16 homers and 51 RBIs. He is a switch hitter. And numbers say a much better hitter from the left side than from the right side. 301 left, 219 right, but the home run last night was right-handed.
He has very good power, uses the whole field from the left side.
Takes that one. Changeup that drops low. Mike Napoli in the on-deck circle. Angels with a 50-37 record after their win last night. They've won 4 in a row. They swept the Yankees in a 3-game series before the break, and then the win last night gave them their 4th win in a row. That one driven to left. Holiday back, still going back. That's going to be over his head, and that's going to be out of here.
Call it a. They didn't
Well,
call
that
it.
ball hit the back wall.
Yeah,
Now
he's calling. Yeah.
Now he's calling a home run. Yeah, it hit beyond the wall on that back wall, and it's a home run for Kendry Morales. You could tell how it ricocheted back, which means it hit the brick wall and not the padded wall. Bob Guerin's going to come out and argue. Jerry Lane, the third base umpire, I'm not sure the gesture he made initially. It did not look like he called it a home run right away.
Yeah, he just pointed as a fair ball. Yeah, pretty obvious. It has almost hit the cameraman.
2 nights in a row, our camera guys they're in danger.
Well, there's the opposite field power. And Trevor Cahill again gives up the long ball.
Usually when a ball hits the wall's pretty padded. It comes off a little softer. That time it really banged off the concrete hard and shot back onto the.
This is real speed, and that's how quickly it got out. A slicing line drive. Yeah, it's no doubt.
Tommy Adkins out there. Look out, Tom.
Boy, he didn't let go of the camera, did he?
No, he did not.
That's a great move.
These guys are good.
I don't know if Bob Guerin's wanting to check with another umpire, but just asking. And so he's going to ask the wrong umpire. How about the second base umpire? Well, it's not really one that you want to take the time to review. Fans calling for a replay, which they can review a questionable home run.
Or we could just, they could look up here.
He's going to go look at it.
We could just signal that it was the right call. That
He's
was
going to go look at it, which
So the umpires will all, I take that back, not all of them, 3 of them will head in. Take a quick look.
They had to leave one on the field, make sure nobody left.
You are in charge, Mike Malinsky. You are the man.
Just look around, count the players, make sure everybody's on the field.
Well, here it is again, folks, and watch where the ball hits. Watch right next to the
there.
camera.
Clanked. It hit hard and came back hard. Now, Matt Holliday played it perfectly, correctly. Just get the ball back in and hope can get a call, but it's a no-doubter.
So I don't know that it'll take real long for the umpires to get the correct read on this one. Matt Holliday knows it better than anybody. Yeah. He and Tom Atkins, our cameraman out there. You know, I think we could just ask Tom out there, and if he gives us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Tom, do you hear us? Just a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Did it hit the wall?
Thumbs up. There we go.
Thumbs up. Home run, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Tom's not happy about it either. He's like, oh, thumbs up.
Hey, Tom, good job, though, hanging on to the camera, you know, because you could have really ducked out of the way thinking that you're going to get hit and just left the camera twirling. You know, I can imagine the camera just out going, you know,
rolling
like
down.
a whirly bird, you know.
The last play is under video review by the umpires.
And when they come out of the review, it's going to be 1-0 Angels.
Yeah, it's not going to change. As much as we hate to say it.
Well, you could. Bob Guerin was saying just ask. Well, he wanted Jerry Lane just to ask.
Sure.
There is the twirl of the finger, which indicates a home run.
Well, the umpires making sure they got it right. So it is a home run for Kendry Morales. His 17th of the year. So 1-0 Angels with one out here in the second inning.
Batting in the sixth position, designated hitter, number 44, Mike Napoli.
Here's Napoli, Mike Napoli. He was the catcher last night. He's DHing tonight. Napoli's become a guy, Ray, that Mike Scioscia trying everything to keep him in the lineup. If he's not catching, he's DHing. He's a threat.
Well, especially with Vladimir Guerrero in the DL as well as Torrey Hunter. So he does have home run power. He has 11 home runs. So between Rivera, Morales, and Napoli, they double figure 16-16, make it 17 now and 11.
Napoli a 3-hit night last night, 3 for 4 with a double. He scored a run. He's got 8 hits in his last 15 at bats. So a guy you need to be careful with right now. Angels third in the American League in runs scored coming into tonight.
You know, they say fall behind a hitter is Cahill did with Morales, and kind of pitch him away, tip your hat if he goes opposite field. But you have to know certain guys have excellent opposite field power.
That one's hit high left center field. Hairston near the warning track. He's got it. So Napoli just got underneath that one. 2 outs here in the second for Gary Matthews Jr.
Batting in the seventh
Trevor
position,
Cahill has had 2 games this year with 11 fly ball outs. He's also had 2 with 12 fly ball outs, and those were early. And he's given up some long ones, and the fly ball outs are not staying in the yard.
And we talked about the Joe Saunders struggles the last 3 starts. Same thing for Cahill. Last 3, 16 earned runs in 12 2/3 innings. Big chopper toward Mark Ellis, and that will do it. Kendry Morales with a solo home run the opposite way to left field. Bottom of the second coming up, 1-0 Angels.
8, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki's college teammate John Wilhite was seriously injured in the April car accident that took 3 lives, including Angels pitcher Nick Adenhart. Tomorrow when the A's take on the Angels at 1:05, stop by the booth behind section 120 where A's Wise will be accepting donations. For a donation of $40 or more, you'll receive a mystery baseball autographed by Kurt or one of his teammates. Baseballs will be available while supplies last, and every dollar raised goes to the John Wilhite Recovery Fund. So that will be tomorrow, and remember, tomorrow's game, a 1 o'clock start. So I would think it'll be a special day, and maybe special's not the right word for it, an emotional day for Kurt Suzuki. He was good friends with John Wilhite.
John is supposed to be here to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah. Suzuki is retired. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Now, we talk about the beginning of the season,
Batting in the 7th
start a new
position.
year, and you want to get your first hit, you know, you play well, get off to a good start. And kind of the same in the post-All-Star break, because they do have the pre-All-Star break numbers, post-All-Star break numbers, and 3 days off. You don't play in the All-Star game. You got the 3 days off, you geared up again, try to get going in a positive way in the second half of the season. Same for pitcher. Joe Saunders struggled at the end of the Angels' first half of the season. It's one thing to struggle, but it's also if your club comes back and wins, it makes it a little bit easier.
Gary Matthews Jr. ranging into left center field. So Rajay Davis is out. 2 outs here in the 2nd. And Mark Ellis will hit.
What is that?
That's a dog with saliva and an A's hat on. See, Ray, you're the analyst now, and you need to kind of.
Can
Can
we replay that? Because
you need to take us through that dog and what he's all about. How did he get to that point?
Wow. Is our Emmy Award winner shooting these pups?
Tom Eds is in the house.
Thanks, Tommy.
Tom, give us a dog to talk about. Come on.
Well, the hat fooled me. That's what I had to try to figure out what the heck it was. You know, didn't know if there are a lot of horses in here or something.
That's a dog. That's a dog.
Yeah. He's a scout. He's checking out the field of play.
Mark Ellis with a 2-out walk.
But 2 walks for Saunders and 2 4-pitch walks.
Batting in the 9th position, first baseman, number 7, Bobby Crosby.
So Bobby Crosby will step in. Bobby, the 9th place hitter for the A's.
Guess who I got to see last night? Tyler Crosby.
Really?
Tyler was at his first game last night.
How's he doing?
Oh, he was crying. It's about 10 o'clock last night.
Oh, man.
Past his bedtime. But
Tyler Crosby.
Bobby and Gina had the baby out for his first game. Probably out here tonight. Watch Daddy play.
Wow, and you got a complete game. You got a CG out of Tyler Crosby. That's not easy to do. Morales, one of those first basemen who play really closer to the pitcher when he's holding the runner on.
And Mike Scioscia's always had his first baseman
right.
do that with left-handed pitchers. Whereas a runner can always get a bigger jump, bigger lead, and a bigger jump just because it's, first of all, very hard for a pitcher to throw to a moving target, and first baseman has to realize how far he's off the bag, way in front of the bag, and then kind of backpedal, try to make a tag. So it's more of a try to cut off some of the area outside of first base as Morales will go out of there quickly.
That's not a bad idea if you think about it. I mean, you know, some people may say, well, it really takes away your chance of picking a guy off. But quite frankly, how often do you pick a guy off? I mean, it hardly ever happens. But a lot of balls shoot through that right side when the first baseman's holding the runner out. Ellis does take off, pitches outside to throw to second base. It hits Ellis and kicks into left center field. And Mark thought about heading for third, but stays there.
Well, not something you want to try with 2 outs, for sure. And of course, very hard for the runner, Mark Ellis, to be able to see exactly where the ball was. And as quickly as Ibar got to it, no chance again for Jeff Mathis to throw out Mark Ellis, carry him off him into the outfield. But at that point, you know, if Ibar comes up with it there, or in the case of getting to the ball, he's going to throw Mark out at third base, which would have been an unnecessary attempt anyway, because there are 2 outs. So 2 attempts, 2 stolen bases for the A's against Saunders and the Angels.
2-2 now to Crosby. So the A's had a scoring opportunity in the first inning. They stranded a pair. And another runner in scoring position here in the second. Fouled straight back. 94 miles an hour on the fastball from Joe Saunders. Crosby playing first base tonight. Another 2-2. And another foul ball.
That's a good idea. Try to go the opposite field. And the only concern, and looks like Saunders is going to stay away with the backdoor breaking ball as well as a fastball, which should help the right-handers anyway. All 8 of them, as a matter of fact.
Roll to the right side as Torres ranges to his left. He's got it side retired. A's strand a runner. We're headed to the third. It's 1-0 Angels. One nothing Angels, top of the third from the Coliseum. It was a Kendry Morales home run in the second inning for the only run in the game. Jeff Mathis, Eric Ibar, Sean Figgins. The Angels had 4 switch hitters in their lineup last night. They have 5 tonight. Mathis is not one of them. Mark Ellis drifting out, and Ellis got it, and that's the first down.
Well, you want to have a chance to meet tonight's starting pitcher, Trevor Cahill, with us Sunday.
Yep, I do.
July the 19th. That's after the A's versus the Angels game, the final game of the 4-game series. So Ty's Mexican Restaurant at 1619 Webster in Alameda. Get a chance to visit with Trevor Cahill and sign autographs and take pictures with fans for 1 hour. So a nice personal young man, Trevor Cahill. He's already gotten his buzz cut.
Did he get one?
He got it in,
Oh, yeah.
I think it was St. Pete, Tampa, yeah. That's when we got half of it done. They had a team meeting or pitchers meeting. He had to go get the rest of it done.
At least he remembered to go get the rest of it done.
Yeah.
Eric Ibar, the hitter. Ibar hit second last night and went 3 for 5 with an RBI. He's hitting in the 9th spot tonight. That's a line drive to left field for a base hit. And as Ray mentioned earlier, he's kind of a leadoff guy, batting in the 9th spot. He's got great speed.
Well, he knows his capabilities and limitations. He just takes the pitch that was up a little bit, but slaps it to left field. For a 1-out base hit. That's kind of hitting. Now you got Figgins and his Tourists. So speed with Ibar, speed with Figgins. And Kennedy close in front of the bag again at third base.
Kennedy's playing almost to the point where looks like a sacrifice situation. Obviously it's not, but that's how far he's playing in. Figgins hit a fly ball to center field in the first inning. Ibar not going, and the pitch is high, 2-0. All right, now we're talking. A Dalmatian. His face painted. See, that's it. Now we're moving.
But looking for the sandwich.
Aren't we all? Ray, that's kind of what you look like when they bring Dibs up here.
We haven't had him in a while either.
This is my partner. Where are the Dibs? Where are they? I'm so hungry. I want Dibs. Please give me Dibs.
Dog has no clue there's a baseball game going on.
No. Grounded to Ellis. He flips to Cabrera, and the throw to first in time, and that's a double play. A little collision at second base, and Eric Ibar is down. And he looks like he's holding his head. So we'll see what happened when we come back. 1-0 Angels, bottom of the third inning. Adam Kennedy will lead things off. The good news is Eric Ibar, the shortstop, stays in the game. If he took a blow to the head, we'll show you what happened in just a minute. But he is in there, so it's good to see that he's okay. Kennedy grounded to Ibar in the bottom of the first inning. And he's behind in the count 0-2. Kennedy was 1 for 4 last night, scored a run. Saunders with a couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts through the first 2 innings. Angels will look up and see that the team right behind them in the standings, the Texas Rangers, just lost. The Twins beat the Rangers 5-3 in Texas. As Torres has it, and that's the first out. Well, here's the play at second base, but watch the play last night. Very similar, Ray.
Well, Cabrera did an outstanding job. A feed from Mark Ellis and jumped and completed the double play. And the big thing here is he jumped over the runner. Figgins going into second base, but tonight, as Ibar went in, Cabrera actually kept his helmet on at Ibar, but as Cabrera came down, kind of kicked him with his knee and maybe his shin, his left leg, and that caused the damage. Unfortunately, able to stay in the game. The problem would be if the helmet had come off, but fortunately the helmet did stay on. Maybe I could just jar the neck a little bit. Well, could he have reached back? As if the runner sliding into second base could not reach back and tag the bag, it would be interference in a double play. Trying to go out too far to get the shortstop in this case.
You don't see it called a whole lot. No. Once in a while.
Well, if the guy's in right field.
If he slides on the grass, that's probably a bad sign. Cabrera had a base hit in the first inning as he remains a very hot hitter for the Athletics. And the 3-1 pitch, and it's a walk. Orlando Cabrera walks. Ray, when was the last time I said that?
Oh, about 25 games ago?
25 games ago since the last time Cabrera walked. How about that? Huh. That's a long time. So 3 walks for Joe Saunders in the ball game.
Well, maybe it was meant to be, since Saunders walked 2 batters before that, and Holiday and Ellis figured Cabrera pretty good chance he was going to get the walk tonight. Key for the A's right now is to not swing at a Saunders pitch and make him throw strikes, because when he falls behind a hitter, he doesn't take long. 4 pitch walks to Holiday and Ellis and a 5 pitch walk to Cabrera. 102 plate appearances. So we've had first home run by Holiday and 121 at bats, and base on balls tonight by Cabrera.
So it's 2-0 now to Scott Hairston. So Saunders not sharp with his control so far, and he's already thrown 48 pitches.
I would venture to say in this half inning that since Cabrera walked, he's going to score. Because if he hasn't walked in 25 games and he's only scored 2 runs, both coming on home runs in his last 18 games.
I see where you're going.
Yeah, I think it's a good omen.
I don't think you're off base at all. He may steal another base here. He's got a pretty good lead. There's a shot foul. You know, he's doing something that you don't see a lot either. Cabrera, we've talked about the way Morales plays up. Cabrera is actually getting his lead off, but he's back off the base path. I guess that would be, let's say, toward right field.
Right, yeah, exactly. Guys at second base will do that.
See, now watch. Now he may even go back a little bit further. There you go. Now, when you do that, it's obviously not the shortest distance from first to second, but you can probably get a bigger lead.
Well, bigger lead and get back to first quicker.
That's right.
Because he's going at a different angle that Morales is catching the ball at first and going back towards the back.
Step back. Not going, and Hairston takes outside. 3-1. Cabrera had a steal in the first inning. A couple steals tonight for the A's in the first 2 innings. And there's another walk. So the A's are in business here in the third. First and second, 1 out for Holliday. So Mike Butcher will visit the mound.
Matt Holliday since June the 5th did not homer, but last night a hanging breaking ball from Irvin Santana. Santana, all he had to do is watch the swing. Sound of the bat. Made it a 6-1 game. Unfortunately for the A's, it was a solo, but first for Matt, about 121 at bats.
Well, we've said it now. If you make a pitch, make a mistake with an off-speed pitch to Matt Holliday, he will make you pay. And we have seen that this year. Holliday walked in the first inning.
Holiday.
Cabrera dancing off second base. And off-speed pitch from Saunders, and Holliday swings and misses. Garciaparra in the on-deck circle. As Torres trying to hold Cabrera close at first. Little pop-up. Foul territory. And Morales has it. So 2 outs here in the third. So Matt Holliday will not be happy with that at bat.
Designated hitter.
Now Saunders elevated his fastball to 93 according to the scoreboard gun and got it inside. Good location. Mathis moving in. Fastball got in and jammed.
Here's Garciaparra. Curve just a bit high. Nomar struck out swinging to end the first inning. He came up with, or he had runners on second and third after a pass ball. He's got a couple more runners on here in his second at bat. Good speed with Cabrera and Hairston. This one's popped up. The third baseman, Sean Figgins. He's got it. Side retired. So the A's have stranded 5 through the first 3 innings. We head to the fourth. 1-0 Angels. Check out our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question for tonight. Serena and Campbell says, why do Crosby and Holiday hold their batting gloves in their hands while running the bases? It's a good question, Serena, and they're not the only guys who do it. A lot of guys do it, and there's a very good explanation for it. It's a base hit to center field by Masir Izturis. Protecting the fingers, I guess, is the basic reason.
Actually, it forces you to keep your hand closed instead of your fingers sticking out. So Bobby's running with his fists, hands wrapped around his batting gloves, going to the slide.
Bobby
How about this one? Head first. But this is the best. Watch Matt Holliday take the glove from his right hand, left hand, put it in his right hand, and slide. And that's to make sure the batting glove doesn't get dirty.
Or that was an awesome shot. He switched hands. Cabrera does it.
Feet first slide. But he actually opened up his right hand.
Which is, that's what you really don't want to do. You're really just protecting your fingers here. A better chance of getting them dinged up, as you would know, Ray, if your fingers are out there exposed as opposed to being wrapped up in a fist or holding the gloves.
Before players starting wearing batting gloves, they used to reach down and get a couple of handfuls of dirt. Put dirt in their hands, close the fingers, thumb around the dirt.
Unfortunately for you, you couldn't do that with a catcher's mitt in your hand. Otherwise, your fingers wouldn't be all crooked and bent up.
That's true.
Ray points at you with his index finger, but he's really pointing somewhere else.
It's around the corner, you know.
The life of a catcher. Yeah, you could cause havoc if you have a couple clumps of dirt in each hand.
Are you insinuating that a runner might just let the dirt go and go into the
do what you got to do?
The fielder trying to catch the ball?
Nice block by Suzuki, but Izturis read it well, goes to second, and he's out. Suzuki pounced on it. Izturis did not hesitate. He took off immediately, but Suzuki gunned him down.
Outstanding play. He blocked the ball, but you're right. Izturis going to the secondary lead, but Suzuki barehand the ball, and a perfect throw to Cabrera at second base. The block, look how quickly with those young legs he got out, and a perfect throw to second. Yeah, puka shells and all.
Oh boy, Kurt.
Yeah. Quick tag by Cabrera at second.
That's a big play. The leadoff single is erased. So one out with the full count to Bobby Abreu. On deck is Juan Rivera. Bobby Crosby has it. He'll run to the bag. 2 outs.
Plays like Kurt Suzuki just made. Why, one day he would win a Gold Glove because already had managers, and managers and coaches vote on the Gold Glove, the best fielder of the various positions. Once again, you see it, the block, perfect mechanics, and then quickly got rid of the mask and a perfect throw to second base. And
good call.
Absolutely. Great play all the way around. Joe Madden was talking about it. Of course, you know, Mike Scioscia, former great catcher that he was, appreciates a great play like that, even though it went against his club. But he works hard. Kurt Suzuki, no errors last 71 games, but he puts a lot of time, of course, studying tapes of hitters and the tendencies and calling the game, but what he does conditioning-wise to be able to make a play like that. Of course, strong arm to throw out runners, but they have the strong young legs to be able to block balls, pounce on them quickly. It's not just showing up. He does a lot of work to be able to do that.
2-0 to Juan Rivera. And now 3-0. No walks, no strikeouts for Trevor Cahill in the ballgame. Rivera is the cleanup hitter. And the 3-0 pitch is high, ball 4. Well, Kendry Morales is the hitter, so you got to be careful here.
Number 19, Kendry Morales.
Sure, I'll share. Reluctantly, but I will share.
Morales with a home run in the second inning. Takes low. Well, the home run extended his hitting streak to 17 games. So a hot hitter. Suzuki blocks it.
And again, another block by Kurt Suzuki. That's more of a backhand as he had to move to his right. These are the kind of innings that Trevor Cahill has had a few where he's gotten a couple of quick outs and then just lost the strike zone. And you saw it with the Dodgers at first inning. Couldn't throw a strike, couldn't buy one. Unfortunately, got Ethier to pop up on a 3-1 pitch.
Remember, Morales, a switch hitter. And this was the home run tonight. There was a little argument by the A's, but after a review by the umpires, they got it right. Now it's 3-0.
See a little bit of Adrian Gonzalez from the left side with Kendry Morales. It's Gonzalez, tremendous power to the opposite field for the Padres.
And there's the walk. So back-to-back walks by Cahill here in the fourth.
But not only is putting base runners on, but it's also getting the pitch count. That's 8 straight after 2 outs. 3-2 to Abreu before he got him.
So here's Mike Napoli. So the play by Kurt Suzuki even bigger now here in the fourth. Inside, Napoli hit a long fly ball to center field in the second inning. Well, the average right at 300 for Napoli. He's the designated hitter tonight. Good change up there.
And a good call. Good. You know, you're throwing nothing but fastballs out of the strike zone. What do? You throw another pitch, and Cahill pulled the string. Napoli sitting dead red fastball, and no matter if it made contact, leads the ground ball to Kennedy.
That one just missed inside. There's Howie Kendrick sitting out tonight. We may see Howie Kendrick tonight. He's got the look like he may be coming in the game. Remember, Eric Ibar banged up a little bit. Cabrera behind the bag, flips to second, side retired. Angels do not score. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Still 1-0 Los Angeles. Wave of cash, $25,000 in cash each Friday through Sunday. Visit cashcreek.com for details. Dog day at the ballpark. That's a good way to hold your dog. Put him in your mitt. Do what you got to do. Suzuki on the first pitch hits a line drive. Bobby Abreu's there for the first out.
Well, unfortunately, Eric Ibar did have to leave the game. So
Right fielder.
We saw Howie Kendrick getting loose.
yeah, and his tourist moved to shortstop, so Kendrick at second.
So Kendrick in. So Kendrick will hit in the 9th spot. That is where Eric Ibar was hitting. And this here is Turris slides over to short. Rajai Davis hit a fly ball to center field. He lines this one past Figgins. Rattles around in the corner. Juan Rivera gets it in quickly, and it's a 1-out double for Rajai Davis. So another scoring chance for the A's.
Well, he jumped on a hanging breaking ball, and it sounded so great. Breaking ball, as we said, with all these right-handers, a breaking ball coming into the right-handers, and Rajai, the pitch about belt high, just dropped the head of the bat, crushed it. Figgins could not do anything but just look at it as it flew by.
So Mark Ellis steps in. Kendrick playing close to second base, trying to keep Davis on. Now he scoots back to his position.
Well, it'd be a good time if he can get a good enough lead to take off.
Why not, right?
Because Kendrick is going to try to play close, but I don't think they're going to put a pickoff play on.
Rajai has a good lead, even though Kendrick trying to hold him up. It's 0-2 now to Mark Ellis. Ellis walked and stole a base in the second inning, but was stranded. Bobby Crosby in the on-deck circle.
A little harder now because of 2 strikes. At least before a hitter has a couple of strikes, Mark Ellis, this being the hitter, you can see him take off, he can take the pitch, but with 2 strikes, the problem, if he takes off, Ellis has to swing. It could be a line drive to one of the infielders and not to be a double play.
Way outside, and Mathis has to reach way across his body to catch it. He's trying to break through earlier tonight. Last night they scored a run in the 7th and a run in the 9th. Thing we touched on in A's pregame live was A's have not scored a lot early in the game lately. They have scored late, but not a lot early. Long look by Saunders. Now he's ready. And a full count. So it was 0-2. Now it's 3-2. And Davis takes off and he makes it. Angels fell asleep a little bit. Rajai Davis heads up and he takes third. It was the super delay steal.
Well, great shot, top of screen. It's
He never moved. There you go.
Yeah, he just. And thing is, all Mathis had to do is stand up and at least forced him to go back. But Rajai did it perfectly by just standing there. And once Mathis threw the ball back, he was able to take off.
And it's the walk. You figure when Rajai Davis kind of stopped. He was probably a third of the way to third base.
And shot at Jeff Mathis, which was perfect, and he just kind of nodded his head. He knew it was his mistake. And you know, you can look out and you can see how far the runner is off second base. Rajai is there. He just stopped.
Boom.
And that's when he took off. And you know, from that point, the throw from the catcher to the pitcher to third, there's no way you're going to be able to beat the runner, especially the speed of Rajai.
Well, and it's not just a regular throw. It's almost a panic throw where you're really going to rush it. So Crosby a chance here to get the A's on the board. Good swing by Bobby, fouls it back, so he's behind in the count 0-2. Another line drive. This one into the seats. Be careful down there. So Bobby Crosby trying to hang in there with Davis at third and Ellis at first. Saunders goes to the inside corner and misses. Crosby grounded out to second in the second inning. So 3 stolen bases for the A's in this game, and we're in the fourth inning.
How many did the Angels have?
A big 0.
That's right. So
Don't you forget it, huh?
that's right.
We could play this game too. Crosby drills one. Left field. Gone. Three-run homer, Bobby Crosby, and the A's have the lead.
Hanging breaking ball, just like Rajai Davis. Bobby Crosby got the fastball in, he took it, and then crushed the hanging breaking ball, and there was no doubt. And that's for Tyler Crosby.
That's right.
So a 3-run home run, which in itself is rare for the A's. Same night that Bobby Crosby hit one against the Dodgers, trying close. So Giambi had a 3-run home run. That's been how long it's been for Bobby. So a 3 spot for the A's in this inning.
And
Nice
the
score,
third
Bobby.
hit in the inning as Kennedy lines a single. Here's the home run.
Look at this hanging breaking ball. It just stayed right in the middle of the plate, and Bobby aggressively swinging in this at bat. Head down, great swing. Listen and just watch it. Into the barbecue terrace. Boy, that's a great swing. That ball was hit so hard it had no chance to hook foul. Who'd it get though? Looked like somebody ducked it and hit him.
So Tony Randazzo is going to break up this meeting. Well, Saunders has not been sharp in this game. As it shows by the 5 walks. And a lot of times, Ray, when a guy is having trouble with his control, walks are one thing, but can't put the ball where he wants, obviously, and somebody takes advantage. And this time it was Crosby.
I think we just had a shot of the person who got hit with that line drive home run.
I hope he's all right.
Ducking to get out of the way, and the ball found him.
Here's Cabrera. So it started with the 1-out double by Rajai Davis. Stolt third to walk to Ellis. Crosby the 3-run homer. Kennedy with a base hit. There goes Kennedy. Throw to second base. Not in time.
Guys like it. And again, great at bat by Cabrera, taking the pitch. A strike. Jeff Mathis again, no chance. High leg kick by Joe Saunders. You know, a lot of times a left-hand pitcher, when he's going to throw home, he'll look to first at the runner. Saunders, actually that time, the high leg kick, and his head immediately went towards the plate, which is telling the world he's not going to throw to first.
1-1 now to Cabrera.
Now watch the head of Joe Saunders. Leg kick and great jump by Adam Kennedy to throw a short hop. Kendrick with a knee on the bag. But Kennedy going to the outside, no gloves in his hands, and fortunately the fingers didn't jam it into the bag. And that's one of the reasons you see guys put the batting gloves in their hands, so when they extend the fingers, they don't jam them into the bag. See, all those years Ricky Henderson head first slide into various bases.
Shot toward first. Morales got it in the air, and that's going to be a double play. Right off his shoot tops. And Kennedy was not quite sure what happened.
Well, and Guerin's going out to argue, as well as Todd Stevenson.
But it's going to be a double play. 3-run homer by Bobby Crosby, and there it is. That gives the A's a 3-1 lead after 4. Three to 1 A's thanks to Bobby Crosby's 3-run homer in the bottom of the 4th inning. So we reach the top of the 5th. Trevor Cahill works with a lead as he faces Matthews, Mathis, and Kendrick. Matthews grounded out to second in the 2nd. Cahill falls behind 2-0. Oh yeah, a little bit of a controversial play to end the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll show that replay to you in just a moment.
A play they could not review. One they should have reviewed, they did.
Good
call, Bobby.
Crosby has it.
Another Play the end of the inning, a line drive. Kennedy off second. And watch Morales. He does not know. He starts to throw to first and then sees an umpire call him out, and which would kind of indicate that he knew he didn't catch it in the air. As he was thinking about throwing to first base to get Cabrera, there was no chance to get Kennedy in there. You could see the ball hop into his glove. But it was a double play.
Jeff Mathis popped out to Mark Ellis in his first at bat. So Trevor Cahill with a lead. He has allowed just 3 hits, a couple of walks. He has not had a strikeout in the game tonight. Good pitch there on 2-0. Changeup and a good one.
Well, the best pitch that Cahill threw last inning was the 1-0 changeup to Mike Napoli after throwing fastballs. Matter of fact, 8 in a row to walk 2 batters. Changed it up, threw a changeup, and got him back on track.
A little flare to right. Nobody's going to get it. So Mathis has a bloop single. It's hit number 4 in the ball game for the Angels.
Number 47.
A good changeup, and then went over to the top with a fastball, and Mathis a little tardy with the swing, but still dropped it in front of Rajay. Good play by Rajay to not to try to make the spectacular play.
First at bat for Howie Kendrick. Kendrick came in the game for Eric Ibar. Ibar on a double play. He was the sliding base runner. He got kneed in the head by a shortstop, Orlando Cabrera, and he played another half inning and then left. Swing and a miss by Kendrick, 0-2. Kurt Suzuki scrambles after, throw to second, and throw a little wide. It'll be a wild pitch. Mathis goes to second. That one rolled just a little bit too far away from Kurt Suzuki.
Plus, it might have hit the hitter, Kendrick, as Kurt Suzuki to his right. Ball coming back to his left. Kendrick standing there, and good play again. Kurt Suzuki's getting his work in tonight.
Count remains 1-2. This will be pitch number 70 for Cahill.
So with this lead, the way he's been pitching, 7 innings got to be at least a goal for him tonight.
Close pitch, and it's 2-2.
Should be a goal every night, but I think tonight, especially for Cahill. He's had plenty of rest.
Line drive, right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Mathis reaches the bag at third. He will head home, and Howie Kendrick has an RBI single, and it's 3-2.
Ball's up a little bit, and a good two-seamer down inside. This one left up and away, and Kendrick back to the end of the season, opening night when Joe Saunders was on the mound against the A's. It was Kendrick who went opposite field with a home run against Dallas Braden.
Here's Figgins, quick throw to first. So for Howie Kendrick, that was his 26th RBI of the year. Kennedy 2 steps in on the grass. Kendrick with a good lead at first. He's not going, and it's bounced. Just fouls Crosby Doleful.
Have you ever had a spell of dizziness?
Sure.
That's what Eric Ibar is experiencing right now.
He has a good reason for it.
Yes, he does. You get kicked in the head. Always good. It's amazing how many times you see a player stay in a game, and next thing you know, by the time he gets back in the dugout, good idea to give him the rest of the night off.
Figgins is 0 for 2 in the ball game.
A feed by Mark Ellis to Orlando Cabrera. Cabrera jumped with the left knee. Left leg hit the head, the right side of the head of Eric Ibar. That would cause some dizziness as he was going in to second base and the leg of Cabrera hit him. Unintentionally, he was just trying to avoid the hard slide, trying to complete the double play, which he was able to do.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Figgins. Sirius Turres is in the on-deck circle. Quick throw to first, and it's a little offline. No swing as Figgins checked his swing.
Backhand by Kurt Suzuki and a quick throw. Like he held onto the ball a little bit too long, and Figgins just kind of backed into him.
Line drive right field. That's a base hit. Kendrick will stop at second.
Now the pitch is up, and it's too bad to see that because he's pitching so well when he keeps the ball down. But Kendrick, and now to Figgins. Oh, right in the middle of the plate.
So visit from Kurt Young. 76 pitches for Cahill. He will face Sirius Turres. So a 1-out hit by Jeff Mathis, just a little blooper to right field. And a wild pitch, and then a Kendrick single and a Figgins single. That is how the inning has gone. The Angels have a run in. As Turres, a pop out to second and a single. The single was in the 4th. Strike on the outside corner. Remember, as Turres was really everyday shortstop last year, but then he got injured. He hurt his thumb, and they missed the last month and a half of the season. But they had Eric Ibar come in. Brad Ziegler starts to loosen up. Little tapper to Crosby. He will tag as Turres. Both runners move up. 2 outs.
Big out there, but an even bigger one. Robbie Abreu, unfortunately, Well, not hit hard enough to get a double play, and both runners move up.
Number 53, Bobby Abreu.
So Abreu steps in. Abreu is 0 for 2 in the ball game. 1 for 7 in the series. This is the spot where Abreu has always been very tough.
Maybe not a lot of home runs of late, but definitely RBI machine. Adam Kennedy, top 5 runners in scoring position.
Missed somewhere, and it's 1-1.
It's amazing they're hitting that pitch, but it's not being called a strike. Once a ball just kind of start inside the two-seamer, come back the middle of the plate. I don't think that's a bad pitch. Probably fortunate that it didn't swing at it.
That one runs outside, so 2-1. Well, since the 1st of June, Bobby Abreu has the most RBIs in the American League. That is how good he has been after a little bit of a slow start. A line out and a ground out tonight. Lays off that one, 3-1.
Well, first base is open. You don't have to give in to it. A very tough hitter behind him, but Abreu with those numbers. And this is a pitch he's going to be sitting on and trying to hit.
And it runs outside, so that's the walk. Third walk by Cahill. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and here's Rivera.
Number 20, Juan Rivera.
Kendrick at third, Figgins at second, Abreu at first. Rivera popped out to short in the 2nd inning and walked in the 4th. And that one inside. So the Angels being patient with Trevor Cahill, making him come into the strike zone.
Staying with a two-seam fastball that's not hitting the strike zone, and he's throwing up some pretty good changeups. Now, Ben Mazzara has talked about too much movement. His two-seam fastball, he's had sometimes abandon the two-seam, go to the four-seam fastball. Can't control the movement, makes it difficult to throw strikes.
Swing and a miss. Rivera helped him out.
That's a good changeup. Pulled the string. Rivera opened up, and again, I think from the hitter standpoint, they're fortunate when they don't make contact on an excellent pitch like that. You kind of want it because you're not going to be able to drive the ball.
And now 1-2. So a couple of good pitches by Cahill after the first pitch out of the strike zone to Rivera. Well, ahead in the count, 1-2. 31 pitch innings for Trevor Cahill, a high stress inning. Rivera takes that one, and it drops low to even the count. A's play Rivera deep and straight away. Just a bit high, very close, 3-2.
That was a changeup. Rivera didn't offer at it, stayed up too high.
So the runners will be moving with the pitch on the full count and 2 outs. And it's low, ball 4, and Cahill has walked a run in, and we're tied at 3 as Kendrick comes in to score. Pretty good at bat by Juan Rivera. And Bob Guerin's going to make a change. So Cahill will leave after 4 2/3 innings. The bases are loaded. The teriyaki $6 burger with grilled pineapple is back at Carl's Jr. What do you think that guy would do with a Carl's Jr. pineapple double burger?
He's just dreaming about that right now.
Grilled. Kendry Morales, the first pitch he sees from Brad Ziegler. He takes a big swing and fouls it back.
No strikeouts, 4 walks, and all those walks coming in the last 2 innings. And that was after a 3-run home run by Bobby Crosby. Could not get a shutdown inning.
Outside to Kendry Morales. Morales a home run and a walk tonight.
38th appearance for Brad Ziegler. Only 15 walks, and that's a good number for him. But he doesn't want to make it 16, though.
This would not be a good time for that. The bases are loaded with Figgins at third, Abreu at second, Rivera at first. 3 hits and 2 walks here in the 5th. Got the Angels 2 runs. And now 3-1.
A lot of movement in the submarine style. This is where the switch hitters in the lineup makes it difficult to bring in guys out of the bullpen.
Drive to center. Hairston back. It's knuckling a little bit. Hairston hangs with it. Side retired. Couple of runs for the Angels, and they leave them loaded. 3-3 game. And California.com to vote in tonight's poll that was featured on A's pregame live. Which hitter for the A's is most likely to break out in the second half? Holliday, Giambi, Cust, or Sweeney? Look for the answers on tonight's A's postgame live show. All of them. That's what we need. All of them. Hairston, Holliday, Garcia Parra here in the bottom of the fifth for the A's against Joe Saunders. Saunders has been wobbly tonight. He has not had a 3-up, 3-down inning. This one grounded toward his Turris at short. 1 out. He's had a couple of base runners in the first. They had another one in the second, 2 more in the third. And then they scored the 3 runs in the fourth, where they had 3 hits and also received a walk. Saunders has walked 5.
Number 5, Holliday.
But his team got him back in the game, so it's tied at 3-3. First pitch to Holliday is a breaking ball that stays a bit high. Two and 0 now to Holliday. Holliday walked in the first and fouled out in the third. Came up with runners on first and second and 1 out in that third. That one's hit hard right at Kendrick for the second out. So 2 outs. Bring us to our Carl's Jr. in your face. It has to do with stealing bases by the Athletics tonight.
That was an easy one. Another one that's pretty easy by Mark Ellis. Rajai Davis, this was the best. Stop, take off. And Rajai easily getting into third base, and Adam Kennedy also a stolen base. This one ahead first to the outside.
That's right, folks. The A's have 4 stolen bases in the game. The Angels, 0. Left center field. Rivera on the run. He's not going to get it. Bounces off the Comcast sign, and Garcia Parra with a 2-out double.
Rivera is playing no doubles.
And close to the line, yeah, man. Deep and close to the line.
Nomar Garcia Parra really didn't hit it that hard. It was a little bit towards the end of the bat, but placed it perfectly, especially as deep as Rivera was playing it. And you don't even see him in the picture. Don't see Matthews either, but that's not bunching for sure. They definitely were not bunching up the middle.
Kurt Suzuki, a base hit, could give the A's the lead. This one popped up foul territory. Morales a long run, and he's not going to get it.
I think Kendry Morales is familiar with the bullpen mound. He looks up, checks down, and said, "I'm not going to fall. Let the ball fall, but I will not fall." That's a smart player.
Yep.
He's not going to get to it anyway. By the way, he crushed the ball in the top half of the inning. Fortunately, right to center fielder Hairston with the bases loaded.
That one's hit well. Left center, Rivera and Matthews. It is caught at the wall. Got up there and hung up there. Suzuki's retired. 3-3 game after 5. Tonight over on our sister station Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area starts at 10:30. It'll be Dave Benz and Jamie Sire at the anchor desk. We'll have highlights from this game and the Giants game against the Pirates. Tom Watson tied for first at the British Open. 59-year-old Tom Watson. How about that? And you'll also meet Raiders rookie Matt Shaughnessy. All that coming up tonight. So Tom Watson tied for first after 2 days, and Tiger Woods does not make the cut at the British Open. How about that? Who's got Tom Watson in the British Open pool?
Nobody.
Nobody is right.
And
who's got Tiger?
It probably couldn't have Tiger because it's usually a
Tigerless pool.
Tigerless pool every time they have one.
Mike Napoli on the ground to Kennedy, and that's the first out here in the top of the sixth.
I mentioned something that Brad Ziegler's involved in. You know, there's a lot of players involved in the community service, and Brad Ziegler, along with Robert Buon, he buys tickets and the community fund matches tickets. It's called One Family Community Outreach Program, designed to provide tickets and baseball experiences to soldiers and their families. And it's quite a program. I know a couple of homestands ago, Robert Buon, whose father's in the military overseas, had 4 servicemen up to watch the game. And it's a special program, and Zig has taken on that as his charity. And for those interested, go to OneFamily at OaklandAthletics.com. If you have someone who's interested in coming out to see a ball game and experience Oakland A's baseball, and all courtesy of Brad Ziegler and A's Community Fund. It's quite a program. A lot of the players involved in the community doing a lot of charities and giving their time, and it's good to see Zig take on this as his charity.
And quite frankly, a lot of times we don't even know about the stuff they're doing.
And usually that is the case.
And they like it that way.
Yeah.
Gary Matthews Jr. did not go around. So the count 1-2. One out here in the top of the sixth inning. Good ball game, 3-3. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Matthews strikes out. 2 outs. That's the first strikeout for an A's pitcher tonight.
And for Brad Ziegler, who in the last year had troubles when he did, of course, 39 consecutive innings without giving up a run to start his career, but he has really improved against lefties. That's a slider down and in off speed to Gary Matthews Jr. Got that little 2-seam fastball he throws away from the lefties. Got the good changeup as well. But for Bob Guerin to bring him in to face a very tough hitter, Kenry Morales, with the bases loaded, got him out, and he's retired 3 in a row.
Jeff Mathis with a pop out to second, and then a single in the 5th, and he scored a run in that 5th. Swing and a miss. Good location. 2-0 pitch right in the outside corner. Mathis swings and misses. Howie Kendrick would hit next if Mathis were to get on. And that went inside, and it's the walk. Breslow gets up.
He's rusty. He hasn't pitched since Sunday.
But you know what? He never says no.
Got rejuvenated the 3-day All-Star break. 17,147 and 500
dogs.
But you know what? This game been in high definition. What does that mean? Those dogs are looking clean.
Yeah,
sharp.
that's right.
Tommy Anza's got all those shots of those. I wonder, you know, for the folks that have high definition, and we encourage those who don't to make sure they get it, but just imagine that full screen of one of those mutts, one of those dogs.
You mean the one that had the stuff hanging out of its mouth, was staring at that sandwich? It's a good-looking dog. Careful with that churro, though. Bender was selling churros. Inside to Kendrick. Kendrick, the RBI single in the 5th inning in his first at bat. He came in for Ibar. Brad Ziegler seems to be missing in the same spot, inside to the right-handed hitters.
That sinker down and in where he likes to throw to get a ground ball.
That one, a good spot, catches the knees. Kendrick, big swing on that one. 6 hits in the game for the Angels. They've received 5 walks tonight, so they have had a fair share of base runners in the game. Mathis takes off the pitch way inside, and it's going to be pitches a ball and a stolen base for Jeff Mathis.
And unfortunately, the ball just started running inside. Kurt Suzuki just happy to catch the ball, much less try to throw out Mathis.
And the 3-2 pitch is outside. Back-to-back walks with 2 outs. 6 walks now by A's pitchers. That's the bad news. The good news is none of them have scored. So Brad Ziegler got the first 2 outs here in the 6th. Then the walk to Mathis, the walk to Kendrick, and he's going to be done for the evening as Bob Guerin has called on Craig Breslow. So Breslow will face the switch hitting Sean Figgins when we come back. 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Coming in the pitch.
Is brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Please drink responsibly. Three 3 game. The Angels with 2 on and 2 out. So Craig Breslow comes on to face Sean Figgins. Figgins swings around to hit from the right side. Breslow's first pitch is a bit low. Figgins a fly ball to center field, a double play grounder, and a base hit. 1 for 3. There's the numbers for Breslow between the Twins and the A's.
Not surprisingly, leads the American League with appearances.
Oh, that's a lot. Number 45. So he's been used a lot for the A's. Obviously, they were doing the same thing with the Twins. There's a strike to Figgins. Hazer really wanted to turn Figgins around because as a right-handed hitter, a 245 average. As a left-handed hitter, 339. So the numbers at least say, let's face him as a right-handed hitter. Two and two the count. Mathis and Kendrick are the runners. The runners both go, and they're both going to make it. So on 2 and 2, the runners take off. So they will both get credited with a stolen base.
Change up from Breslow, and up the middle, they were not holding the runner, and same at first, so they could have walked to the next base, and they pretty much did.
Payout pitch. Figgins pops a foul up over the Angels dugout. So just like that, the Angels now have 3 stolen bases in the game, all in this inning. The A's have 4, so 7 total steals. Mike Scioscia said, all right. Okay.
Well, Scioscia says, you're going to give it to us, we'll take it.
Another foul ball by Figgins. A's play Figgins very shallow in the outfield and toward right center. And Rajay Davis is very shallow. Low ball 4. Bases are loaded for Masir Izturis.
Bases are loaded with walks.
Izturis,
Number 13.
a switch hitter as well.
Masir Izturis.
But the difference here is Izturis is a 379 hitter right-handed, a 292 hitter left-handed, but he's only had 29 at-bats right-handed.
Well, you're going to have to throw strikes regardless
Yeah,
of
that's
the batting
right.
average. And Michael Wirtz is going to get loose.
There's a strike down around the knees. One for 3 tonight for Izturis. The average at 305. Plenty of speed on the bases for the Angels as Wirtz starts to throw. The Angels left the bases loaded in the 5th inning. 2-1.
Well, the scary thing is you start getting hitters counts. They start looking fastball, pretty much what Craig Breslow is throwing. He has thrown a couple change-ups, but bases loaded, no place to put him. So that means you got to throw a strike, and Izturis knows it.
Pops it up, foul. So there have been 12 walks combined in this game.
Well, it's over 2 hours for this just being the top of the 6th inning.
Walks will do it. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Right on the outside corner. And indeed, the Angels do not score, and they leave them loaded. special night, folks. Ricky's jersey will be retired in a pregame ceremony. That starts at 5:30. There's 10,000 fans will receive a number 24 replica jersey courtesy of Pepsi. And then the next day, Sunday, August 2nd, 10,000 fans receive a 5-foot-tall Rickey Henderson banner courtesy of Kingsford Capital Management. Tickets at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. And that is the Rickey Henderson banner right there. And it's a good-looking banner.
Who's
we
holding
like
it?
We like it.
Who's holding the banner?
Dominic Cotroneo. So Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be all about Ricky, as it should be, entering the Hall of Fame. So the number 24 will go up, Ray, right where it should, at the Oakland Coliseum. 2-0 the count to Rajai Davis as Joe Saunders back out there, and now it's 3-0. There it is. Who's that good-looking kid, huh? Dominic Cotroneo. Son of Vince, gets his good looks from his mother, and that's always important. Good job, buddy.
Just wishes he could run as fast as Ricky. Doesn't even get to keep the banner either.
No. Janice said, give it back. Give it back.
Second baseman, number 14.
A good start for the A's in the bottom of the 6th. A walk. What a surprise, huh, Ray? 6th walk issued by Joe Saunders. So action now in the Angels bullpen. Jason Bolger starts to loosen up. Yeah, I saw the girls last night pulling out. I said, you guys aren't smiling as much. And they said, I know. They're not happy. Not happy with the A's record. Great fans. They hang in there. Career high 6 walks for Joe Saunders.
Well, it's so frustrating. Saunders, great year last year, and they're just trying to put together and quality starts, and most importantly, they just throw strikes, and it's very frustrating. Rajai of the stolen base at 3rd. The other 3 for the A's have come at 2nd base.
And they throw it away.
That's a triple.
And here we go. Maybe
touch
more. Maybe more. Here comes Davis. They're going to wave him home. The throw to the plate is up the line. Not in time. That would be a costly error.
Well, then the concern was a fan interfering down the line, and a fan reached over. Fortunately, did not make contact. First base umpire Chris Guccione rushing down to the bullpen to see if there's going to be contact. But I said triple, but I forgot who was running.
Ground ball toward Kendrick. Ellis is out, 1 out. So the A's take the 4-3 lead on this play right here.
Well, the pickoff, Rajai getting back, so was Henry Morales, but offline was a throw. Watch a fan reach over right there. And fortunately, he couldn't reach far enough. Ball down by the chairs, and watch Rajai run. He knows he's going to 3rd and almost fell down. Mike Gallego said, no, you're going to go another 90. He got a pretty good throw, would have gotten him, but the throw just a little offline, and Rajai scored. That's a Rajai run. That's a real Rajai run. Rajai, good slide. And that's how close the play was. Jeff Mathis made a great play. Go get the ball. If it's on the plate, he's out, but it wasn't. Rajai so fast he went by the tag. But if we have a shot of him in the dugout, he's not even breathing.
No.
That's how great shape he is in. He can run that fast, that far.
Nothing to it.
No, just tying his shoes, wondering why he almost fell around second. A three-base error.
You know what?
Lead-off walk.
You know what, Ray? We should give kudos to our good friend Monty Moore as well as watching.
Oh, yes.
Because you know what Monty would have said.
Well,
beep, beep, beep.
that's
beep.
right. Campy Campaneris. Beep, 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 beep. That's right, Monty. Never
Monty,
forget that one.
He's watching. Monty was probably watching, saying it in his living room
That's
as
right.
Rajay Davis headed to third. Beep, beep. The Roadrunner. Kennedy down the first base line, fair, picked up by Morales, side retired. Little excitement in the bottom of the sixth. Watch Rajay Davis go. Just like Ray Fosse. Three lead into the seventh inning. About ticked off is Joe Saunders right now. His error, and it was a very poor throw on the pickoff.
But again, he had a moving target. And I'm sure they practiced it enough. That's not an excuse. He just made a bad throw, but it is different.
Yeah.
And especially with a runner like Rajay Davis, who has the speed, you figure he's going to be running eventually.
Going to be Abreu, Rivera, and Morales here against Craig Breslow. 2-1 now to Bobby Abreu, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Crosby to his right. Flips to Breslow. 1 out. And Bob Guerin's coming out. And he makes the point down to the bullpen. So Michael Wirtz will come in to face Juan Rivera. We'll have that matchup when we come back. 4-3 A's with 1 out here in the 7th. Jim Heim from Aberdeen.
Well, I'm joined right now by two A's fans, Jim and Raider. And Jim, tell me a little bit about tonight's event and how great it is to combine two of your loves, baseball and, of course, pets.
Well, this is one of the things we thought up back in 2005. And the reason is I'm a big baseball fan, and I hate leaving my dog at home. And so we thought, hey, what a great experience to invite all the pet parents and their family out with their dog and have a great night at the ballpark and root the A's to victory.
And tonight is not only a great and fun event, but also goes out to help people. Great cause behind it. So
absolutely.
Who benefits from tonight?
Yeah, with the economy like it is, there's a lot of organizations in the Bay Area that really depend on this game for a donation. And the A's are kind enough to offer a percentage of the ticket sales to benefit Dogs for Diabetics, which is an unbelievable organization based here in the Bay, the Animal Rescue Foundation, and a couple others like PJAC in Washington, D.C. So it's more than just a fun night at the ballpark. It really goes to benefit local charities.
And the best news is that every time Raiders been at a game,
hey, since 2005, the A's do not lose on Dog Day.
All right,
They're
that
undefeated.
sounds like a reason why we want to have Dog Day. Thank
Absolutely.
you very much, Jim, for joining us, and thank you too, Raider.
Hey, Raider.
Well, Jim letting us know. He's got the statistic. When Raider comes to the game, the A's do not lose. And they're leading 4-3 here in the 7th.
So a promotion every day for Dog Day in Aberdeen.
0-2 to Juan Rivera. Pitch is in the dirt. So Rivera with one out here in the 7th. Michael Wirtz comes in.
Michael Wirtz with strikeouts 53. Last 12 innings, 23 strikeouts.
And there is the nasty slider, and Rivera swings weakly. And there's another strikeout.
How about the Wall Street Journal? The Wall Street Journal. I mean, you'd think they would do anything about baseball, but this is the pitch that is the biggest swing and miss pitch in all of baseball. Michael Wirtz slider.
I believe that.
At a 49.7% swing and miss rate. The slider, his slider.
So every time he throws it 10 times, he's going to get 5 swings and misses.
Change up, Rich Hart. Slider, another slider. Zach Greinke of the Royals. Curveball, A.J. Burnett. And that is in the Wall Street Journal, folks. So
it's done by percentage,
yeah,
right?
Percentage
Okay.
of swing and misses.
Not total amount,
Right.
but percentage.
But the slider that he has thrown so well this year, and it started with the first games, if not the first game, when he came in relief against the Angels, and Howie Kendrick went back to the dugout, and he's demonstrating to his teammates where the ball goes down, like that.
Two and one to Kendry Morales. A homer in the 2nd, a walk in the 4th, and a line out to center with the bases loaded in the 5th. Right on the outside corner, Wirtz went with a fastball, 2-2.
And you see that happen so often. You think you can look for the slider. I don't know how many guys can hit it anyway unless he hangs it, but if he throws it hard and it's down like that was to Rivera and to Morales, it's unhittable.
Morales takes that one, and it's a full count. Mike Napoli is in the on-deck circle. So Ziegler, Breslow, now Wirtz out of the bullpen for the A's in relief of Trevor Cahill, who went 4 2/3 innings. Bounced into center field for a base hit. So Morales is 2 for 3.
Now Michael Wirtz with the Cubs, trained in Arizona and Mesa, of course, with the A's this spring in Phoenix, and he said for some reason the slider does not break the same in Arizona as it does during the regular season. And he was right this again this spring, because the slider was not breaking. The balls were being hit hard, but once the season started, the bottom started dropping out of it very consistently.
Napoli takes in the dirt. We'll have 2 more teams in Phoenix, starting in 2011. It became official today. Rockies and the Diamondbacks will be building a complex in the Phoenix area. I believe it's, you would know better than I, but I believe it's just east of Scottsdale. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So those 2 teams will be in the Phoenix area spring training starting in 2011.
Since
they were in Tucson.
Right. Cincinnati Reds will be coming from Florida in 2010. They will join the Cleveland Indians. Good year. So all 15 teams effective in 2011 will be in the Valley of the Sun.
Very high. Suzuki throws the mask near the fence, but it's going to be out of play.
As they say, that's a home run in a silo.
Yeah.
And you being a farmer, you know what a silo is, don't you?
Straight up. It hit right in the walkway where the A's go from the dugout to the clubhouse. Eric, the security guard. Big E, we call him. He had it all the way.
Sure. It's like he dumped the garbage.
It almost went in the garbage can. Morales, not a real base running threat. He does have a pretty good lead though, and he takes off, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Napoli strikes out, so a couple more strikeouts for Michael Wirtz. 7th inning stretch coming up. A's 4, Angels 3. Bring your dog. Why not? Kendry Morales for the 2nd night in a row home run. This was a solo shot in the 2nd inning, and it gave the Angels a 1-0 lead. Big home run for the A's in this game. Bobby Crosby, a 3-run shot in the 4th inning. The A's would get the lead, but then it was tied at 3, and Rajai Davis went to work on the overthrow pickoff attempt. He scored all the way from first. So AT&T is the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world. Delivered. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-7-1 for the Angels, 4-5-0 for the Athletics. 7 stolen bases in the game. That's part of the story. Line drive, Cabrera with the base hit. There's also been 13 walks issued in the game.
The good news of the stolen bases, the bad news, the number of walks. That's just too many.
So 13 walks combined, 13 hits combined now. So Orlando Cabrera with the leadoff hit. He's now 2 for 3, and Scott Hairston looking for his first hit tonight. And Mike Scioscia's coming to the mound. Joe Saunders at 95 pitches, and he is going to be finished for the night. 6+ innings as Jason Bulger, the right-hander, comes on to face Scott Hairston. So Saunders is gone, and we'll be back. In Pittsburgh, Barry Zito will take the mound against the Pirates rookie Charlie Morton. Coverage begins at 4 o'clock on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, authentic Bay Area sports. Giants and Pirates tomorrow over on CSN Bay Area. Scott Hairston steps in against Jason Bulger. Big curveball, a little outside. Joe Saunders, kind of a wacky night for him. The 6 walks, just a couple of strikeouts, and the throwing error that allowed the go-ahead run to score. So Bulger comes on. And that one's inside, 2-0. Bulger 4-1 with a 4.38 ERA.
So the first pitch curveball, his signature pitch. Let's throw a mid-90s fastball. Also a feature a changeup, but he likes to throw the curve. 41 strikeouts. That's where he likes to throw it, to get the strikeouts with the big curve.
Shot just fouled on the third baseline. Saw Bulger a little bit last year. He was up and down between the Angels and their AAA affiliate in Salt Lake City. Hairston, a strikeout, a walk, and a ground out to short. Foul tip, so the count 2-2. All the games are final in the American League. I mentioned that the Rangers lost. Twins 5, Texas 3. Perkins the winner, Padilla the loser. Josh Hamilton hit a home run in that game, his 7th of the year. Jason Kubel hit his 15th for the Twins. Joe Nathan finished it off. So right now, with that loss, the Angels have a 2.5 game lead in the AL West. Fly ball center field. Gary Matthews Jr. to his left. He's got it for the first down.
I think the most interesting news of the All-Star break, of course, the name Roy Halladay. It was even before the break. J.P. Ricciardi, the general manager, indicated he'd at least listen, and all of a sudden Halladay came out and said, yeah, I want to go to the National League so I can hit. And he brought up a good point. He said, I'd rather go to the National League and try to hit versus trying to face some of the tough hitters in the American League East. And he does an excellent job, 10-game winner. Starting pitcher for the American League Tuesday.
Well, I can't blame the Blue Jays for at least throwing it out there. I mean, you're going to get a bundle for him if you did make the trade.
Plus, it seems that they're also wanting to throw in Vernon Wells or Alex Rios. And both signed long-term for a lot of money. So maybe if they're going to trade Roy Halladay, they want to at least leave themselves with some of the payroll.
Toronto lost tonight. The Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 4-1. So that Toronto team we're talking about is now 44-47, and they're 12 games out of first place. So in that division, even you really can't even think about the wild card. So the Blue Jays, I wouldn't be surprised if they find a deal to their liking for Roy Halladay. Mariners beat the Indians 6-2. Felix Hernandez got his 10th win of the year. He struck out 8. So the Indians, that is loss number 55 on the year. So Seattle now 47-43. So they have a chance to pick up a game. Halladay up the middle into center field, and that's a base hit. Cabrera is going to round second. He will go to third, and the A's have a first and third with 1 out. So Matt Halladay has his first base hit tonight.
Off the end of the bat, Q shot up the middle, but he didn't take it. Bulger with a curveball. Halladay, once it hit the ground, it just kind of spun into center field, slowed it down, and Cabrera didn't even bother to look to third base. Of course, that's the base running. The ball's in front of you. You don't have to get help from the third base coach. Ebel, the third base coach, talking to him about the aggressiveness of the Angels, and he made a good point. He said if the runner looks, the third base coach slows him down. He said you've got to make up your mind and run hard as soon as contact is made if you're going first to third, and don't look for help.
Breaking pitch drops down outside to Nomar Garciaparra. Nomar 1 for 3. He doubled in the 5th inning. Also struck out and has popped out to third. So an RBI opportunity for Garciaparra. 7 hits now in the game for the Athletics. There's that Bulger breaking pitch that Ray was talking about.
A good block by Jeff Mathis. This one with the runner at third.
Jeff Mathis has done a lot of this tonight.
That's proper technique. You can see where the catcher's mitt was, and that's exactly how you do it. You don't try to catch the ball, you block the ball.
Halladay inches off first. And 2-0 curveball, and Garciaparra takes it 3-0. Suzuki will be next. Outside, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Another walk. 7 issued by Angels pitchers.
The stolen bases, the A's 4 tonight through the first 6 innings. Yet only Rajay Davis, when he stole third, did he come around to score. But it was Rajay who attempted to pick off the stolen base, threw it down the bullpen, and he scored all the way from first. So the A's very aggressive tonight. They's putting themselves in scoring position, but unfortunately could not get the big hit. Crosby did when he had a 3-run home run, and that scored Rajay Davis.
Now batting, catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Here's Kurt Suzuki. Cabrera's at third, Holiday at second, Garciaparra at first. 1 out. Suzuki is 0 for 3 in the ballgame. That pitch just a bit inside, 1-0. Tonight's game has not been necessarily a thing of beauty. Not all of them are. A's do have the 4-3 lead and a chance to add on here in the bottom of the 7th. Morales, the first baseman, on the infield grass. Drive to right. Abreu's there. Cabrera will tag. The throw coming to the plate is not in time. Cabrera slides in safely. It's a sacrifice fly for Kurt Suzuki, and the A's lead 5-3.
And Orlando Cabrera scored a run.
That's right. With some help from his friends.
Yeah. He's so happy to come into the dugout and shake everybody's hand. Look at that. Nice going, Kurt Suzuki, and just closed off the front side. Good hitting to the opposite field, deep enough. Abreu a strong arm, but not strong enough to throw out Cabrera. Orlando Cabrera slides across the plate and knows he gets a lot of handshakes and high fives from his teammates.
Here's Rajay Davis, and he takes a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. A chance for more for the A's, but it'll take a 2-out hit from Davis. Rajay's been a big part of the game tonight. Scored 2 runs. Oh, 2 to Davis.
I see a lot of pitchers that can throw the true curveball, the over-the-top drop type curveball, and throw it for strikes, as Bulger's been able to do. So it's a credit to him to throw it consistently and throw it for strikes.
Davis swings at a pitch in the dirt, and that will do it for the A's, but they get a run on the Kurt Suzuki sacrifice fly. 8th inning coming up. It's the A's 5 and the Angels 3. bullpen. Michael Wirtz back out on the mound. Wirtz got a couple of outs in the 7th, both strikeouts. And here in the 8th, he'll face Matthews, Mathis, and Kendrick. 7, 8, 9 in the Angels lineup. First pitch, a strike with a fastball on the outside corner. Nothing tonight for Gary Matthews Jr. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout. So his average down to 224. It was 2006 when Gary Matthews Jr. had a terrific season with the Texas Rangers. I mean, he was really, in thinking back of that, he was one of the better all-around players in the American League that year.
That Spider-Man catch in center field.
He was terrific, doing it all.
Was that Lamb hit the ball Houston that he went up over the fence?
Yeah. And then he signed a 5-year contract with the Angels, and there were some other teams that were very interested in giving the big money to Gary Matthews Jr., but he has not been the same type of player since coming to Anaheim.
Well, really, in all fairness to Gary Matthews Jr., he plays 1 year, and then they signed Torrey Hunter, which was his position. And you got Vladimir Guerrero playing in the outfield, so it just became a crowded outfield.
3-2 the count, but I think the naysayers will say he really only had one really good year in his career, and that was that 2006 season. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The 3-2 slider from Wirtz. 1 out in the 8th. It's sort of unfair if you're a hitter.
Well, 4 batters, 3 strikeouts. And when he throws it, it's an unhittable pitch. And that's 3-2, and Gary Matthews missed it by a foot.
Yeah.
But so do most other guys that swing at it. And I think Derek Shelton, hitting coach for the Indians, said it best. He goes from straight back to over the top as quickly as anybody's ever seen, and throws what looks like a splitter, but it's a slider. But for him to take his arm back, put his hand up almost like a catcher behind his ear, and come straight over the top, right there. Goes back, watch the hand come straight over the top, and then he spins it and it drops out of sight. Give Mathis credit, he made contact.
Yeah, and he knows what's coming now. It's 1-2. When you become a pitcher that the hitter does not want to get behind in the count or at 2 strikes on you, that means you're really good. And Wirtz is at that point now. Did he go around? No. That's Chris Guccione down at first.
I think what Gary Matthews Jr. experienced, and it's a check swing, Mathis keeping the bat head back. But 3-2, you have to look fastball. You can't say, well, he's going to throw a slider. You can't hit it anyway. But you have to look fastball, and if it's anywhere close, you're going to swing and miss, just like Matthews did.
That was not a good slider, and it squirted out of the hand of Michael Wirtz. Full count. Payoff pitch, and swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. Another strikeout for Wirtz. He's faced 5 batters, 4 strikeouts, and a single.
There's the 3-2 slider again, thrown hard, bounce caught by Suzuki, tag him out, and Jeff Mathis had no chance.
So here's Howie Kendrick. Kendrick a single and a walk in the ball game.
We showed 23 strikeouts in the last 12 innings. Well, just had a few more. I remember it was Kendrick in Anaheim when he went back to the dugout showing this turbo sinker or turbo slider. He said, I can't understand how it's doing that. I can't hit it.
And the count 1-2.
Said that a few times, huh?
And here it's going to come. Justin Spire, a short night last night. He got in the game. Only faced 3 hitters. They all reached. But he is in the bullpen. On the ground, Mark Ellis has it, and Michael Wirtz has a 3-up, 3-down 8th inning with a couple of strikeouts. Bottom of the 8th, coming up 5-3 Athletics. A's with a 4-3 lead, bottom of the 8th inning. Correction, 5-3 lead, bottom of the 8th inning. As Mark Ellis steps in against Justin Spire, the 3rd pitcher of the night for the Angels. Spire faced 3 batters last night. They all got base hits. He ended up giving up a run. Ellis, Crosby, and Kennedy for the A's here in the bottom of the 8th. Mark Ellis has walked twice in the game. He has scored a run, he has a stolen base, and he has grounded out to second. The A's have received 7 walks. They've stole 4 bases. They have 7 hits, and they've stranded 8. In fact, as I look at my score sheet, Ray, the A's offensively have not gone down in order in this game. That one is going to get into center field for a base hit. Not going to happen in the 8th inning either, as Mark Ellis has been on base 3 times.
A 2-strike hitting tonight. Opposite field hitting up the middle also. So approached by the A's, and of course the big hit, Bobby Crosby's 3-run home run on a curveball.
So Justin Spire will now face Crosby. bunt attempt, and he pulls the bat back, pitches outside. Ball 2. Crosby taking another long look down to Mike Gallego.
Bobby might have been thinking about bunting on his own to try to advance his good friend. Yeah, that's a good bunt.
Figgins throws to first. Sacrifice is complete. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th with Ellis now at second base. A's Baseball is brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. Priority mail, flat rate boxes only from the Postal Service. A simpler way to ship. Top of the order, Adam Kennedy steps in. And they're going to walk Adam Kennedy to face Orlando Cabrera. So this will go down as the 8th walk that the A's have received. There's a couple other scores that I didn't mention from the American League. The White Sox beat the Orioles 12-8. Jim Thome hit 2 home runs in that game. He had 7 RBIs. One of the home runs was a grand slam. So Thome now 557 career home runs.
How many innings did it take Pittsburgh to defeat San Francisco 2-1?
I think I was told 14 innings.
Saw 12 at one point.
I think they went 14.
That was a Tim Lincecum start, right?
Yeah.
So all-star starter on Tuesday and then Friday night in Pittsburgh.
I don't think he went the full 14.
Probably not. He's not Harvey Haddix.
The great Harvey Haddix.
Juan Marichal.
Yeah. Here's Cabrera. The Rays beat the Royals 8-7.
That was a comeback. They were down about 4 runs.
Yeah. So Boston, New York, Tampa Bay, the top 3 teams in the AL East all win. So Boston keeps their 3-game lead over the Yankees and a 6.5-game lead over Tampa Bay. The White Sox and the Twins both pick up a game on the Tigers, who lost. So Chicago now 2.5 back. The Twins 3 back in the AL Central. So that remains a tight race.
Twins in town Monday for the 3-game series to close out the 7-game homestand.
The Yankees beat the Tigers 5-3 at Yankee Stadium. Teixeira hit home run number 22 on the year. It's a line drive, fair, right on the chalk. Ellis will score. Kennedy's being waved home. He's gonna score. Cabrera a 2-run double. Stay hot, Orlando Cabrera.
And a couple of former Angels contributed this inning. Adam Kennedy with the intentional walk. And Orlando Cabrera just inside the line, hanging slider. And Cabrera, who scored a run in his last at-bat, drives in 2 with this one. Right on the inside, Jerry Lane looking down the left field line.
So Scott Hairston will step in. Should I tell you who's not having any fun? Justin Spire. He's faced 7 hitters the last 2 nights. And the only out he's recorded was the sacrifice bunt by Bobby Crosby. He's allowed 5 hits, a walk, and that out. And now he's hit Scott Hairston. Cabrera was running on the play, and Spire hits Hairston. So Cabrera will go back to second. The A's will have first and second and just 1 out.
Well, again, a slider that didn't break, Scott Hairston. And that's just the way he went down the line, shook his hand or wrist. A couple of years ago, Justin Spire threw a pitch that broke Bobby Crosby's head in Anaheim.
Well, let's hope Scott Hairston's okay. Seems to be. Putting the glove back on, so he will stay in the game. And Mike Scioscia's coming out, and he's going to take Justin Spire out. So another tough outing for Justin Spire.
Did it last night. They had a 6-1 lead. Tonight they trailed by 4.
So A's with a 7-3 lead, a couple of runs in here in the bottom of the 8th.
And that will be this Sunday, July the 19th. That's day after tomorrow against the Angels, 1:05 p.m. Shave your head and get a free field level ticket to the game. 10 fans will meet Kurt Suzuki. Buzz cuts begin at 11:30 a.m. and are limited to the first 100 fans or 500 dogs. No, that's tonight, isn't it?
I think Angels are going to turn the double play on Matt Holliday. So Matt Palmer comes in, throws one pitch, and gets 2 outs. But the A's score a pair, 7-3. We're headed to the 9th. He will play right field. Rajay Davis moves over to center. Scott Hairston is out of the ball game. And we got a new pitcher, and it's the All-Star, Andrew Bailey. So Bailey will get the top of the order for the Angels, and he will have a 7-3 lead to work with. So the 4-run lead eliminates this being a save situation. How about Michael Wirtz? An inning and 2/3, 1 hit, no walks, 4 strikeouts. So Wirtz to Bailey. So the A's bullpen has done a very, very nice job tonight. Strike going 2 to Sean Figgins.
Yeah, a very nice job, but with 75 to go, 74 after tonight's game. Starters, and we've said it all season, and they're doing their best to go deep in the games. And I thought tonight Trevor Cahill, the way he pitched the first 4, actually the first 3, that he's going to have a chance to go 7. He started walking some batters, got the pitch count up, and had to go to the pen in the 5th inning.
Big curveball, swing and a miss. Figgins strikes out, 1 out here in the 9th inning.
Well, the good curveball after 3 fastballs. And how about Bolger's curveball? How about Andrew Bailey? That's the starter part of Andrew Bailey that brings in out of the bullpen.
So Bailey not messing around, throwing strikes as he gets 0-1 to Myceres Torres and make it 0-2. Bullpen guys who throw strikes, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
And there would be some guys who sit down in the bullpen and watch their club score a couple of extra runs and take away a save opportunity. But Andrew Bailey just doing what he wants to do, and that's come in regardless of the lead, throw strikes, and see how the numbers add up at the end of the season.
As Torres is 1 for 4 in the ball game. Bounced up the middle, and that's going to get into center field for a 1-out hit here in the 9th. That's hit number 8 for the Angels.
There's another curveball with 2 strikes, but left this one up a little bit for Torres. Not had the sharp bite, that same one that he threw to Figgins for the strikeout.
First pitch to Bobby Abreu, in for a strike. Abreu is 0 for 3 with a walk in tonight's game. So 1 for 8 in the series. Juan Rivera is the cleanup hitter, and he is in the on-deck circle. Abreu slices one toward the A's bullpen. Heads up down there.
How about that great save attempt? Watch this. Clank.
A good effort.
It's not going to make any highlight reels.
You know what, Ray? In the first inning, he makes that play. It's getting late.
Too many walks.
It's getting late.
He just was too aggressive.
Good take by Abreu, and it's a full count.
Well, Andrew Bailey is coming in a non-save situation. The key for him, though, is to minimize the pitches, so he might be able to come back tomorrow.
Fastball, swing and a miss, struck him out with his Torres on the move. The indifference allowing his Torres to get to second, but another strikeout by the A's bullpen.
Number 20, Juan Rivera.
Well, you mentioned very good take by Bobby Abreu, the veteran, being able to see the cut fastball and not swing at it. But 3-2, rear back, throw it hard, and able to get the strikeout.
Outside to Juan Rivera. Rivera is 0 for 2. He's walked twice. One of the walks came with the bases loaded. So he picked up his 53rd RBI of the year. That breaking pitch runs outside, so 2-0. Pitch, 96 miles an hour, fouled straight back. So the count 2-1.
Rally monkey?
Is he here?
I saw one. I don't know if it's an A's rally monkey or I hope it wasn't.
And now it's 2-2. Bailey keeping the ball away from Rivera.
Well, 18 pitches, that's well, he's just getting loose. Did not pitch in Tuesday's All-Star game, so Sunday he pitched 2 innings against the Rays and not pitched since then.
Two. Popped up. Ellis out. Davis in. Ellis waves everybody off. He's got it, and that's the ball game. So Bobby Crosby with a big 3-run homer. Andrew Bailey comes in, pitches the 9th inning, a 3-hit game for that man, the shortstop Orlando Cabrera. So Rajai Davis